Happy New Year's, everyone. Happy New Year's. Come on in my life. Whoa, come on in my life. Whoa, come on in my life. We are live. Come on in. Come on in my life. It's free. Come on in my life. It's free. Come on. Oh, my bad. Gotta hold on for a second. Dale.
Let me check that.
No, I didn't tell you to open the door. Hi, how are you?
Thank you.
Oh, hey, how you doing, Angela? Thank you. I appreciate it.
Is this one gonna be good? Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what I need.
Yeah, go get one of your grandma here. Get one again. One for you, one for her. Hey there, y'all. I'm back. I'm sorry. I had ordered pizza for my son today, and pizza guy was at the door. But anyways, I wonder if my auntie came on here. I saw her the link to the live. I'm trying to I usually don't start the video right away. I try to wait to see if y'all want to get any viewers. I like to sing my little song. Come on in my life. Whoa, come on in my life. Whoa, come on in my life. In my life. In my life. Hey there, y'all. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm hoping my auntie come on here today. Come on in my life. Whoa, come on in my life. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I know y'all, I know I can't sing, so I just wanted to update you guys on my indoor grow. Look at my grow. Isn't it gorgeous? It's doing an amazing job. Look at my kale. Yes, kale and more kale down here. It's doing quite well. And then I have my bib lettuce. That's lettuce. That goes all the way around the entire tower.
Mom?
I have some romaine lettuce here growing in. The viney leafy plants. What's up, baby?
Can I go by your couch with
You
my
can
pizza?
sit on the floor. Don't sit on my sofa with that pizza.
Okay.
So yeah, the viney greens there, that's black eyed peas, guys. Black eyed peas are growing all around my entire tower. I have some arugula in here. I have more lettuce. I have, oh yes, I have cabbage, guys. I have at least 4 or 5 heads of cabbage growing. They're babies. They're still little itty bitty. But look, hold on, let me see if I can get up in there. Look at my cabbage, guys. Isn't she pretty? Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she lovely? Yes, I have cabbage growing. I have green bell pepper.
Where?
Green bell peppers. So I have several pepper plants. I have some Swiss chard up there. They're not getting adequate sunlight because my grow lights are kind of broken right now. I have to buy a new set of grow lights. So they're angling towards the bottom more so than the top of the, I thought you wanted to watch the cartoon. Go watch the cartoon, baby. Got some flowers coming in here. Yes, look at my flowers. So my grow is 100% organic grow, guys. 100% organic. I use no chemicals, no sprayed on products. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Like and subscribe to the channel, guys. Uh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Um, yeah, no sprayed on chemicals, no pesticides. It's 100% organic. I did it myself, so I know for a fact. And look at this, my special update. Look what I have here. I have a white potato plant growing there. Look at that. So I have one white potato in there. I had a little problem with like and subscribe, like and subscribe. JPay. Are you from America? Because JPay is like a jail app thing. But anyways, making sure you guys like and subscribe. Oh, you doing a little spam? I'll sing to you. Come on in my life. Oh, come on in my life. Oh, come on. And make sure you like and subscribe. Subscribe, guys. Subscribe. So I have my white potato growing here. It's quite healthy. Hold on. It's not letting me rotate the camera that way, but it's quite healthy. I'm very proud of it. I had one to grow. I planted initially, I think it was like 4 sprouts of a white potato, but only one took, and I'm happy with my one this grow. I also have sweet potatoes. I have a sweet potato grow coming in, guys. So I have 2 sweet potato slips here, and they're doing quite well. This sweet potato slip is super long. It's going all the way over here into my grow. Over here I have 2 towers, so this is my second tower here. And I have a lot of collard greens and stuff here. Nice buckets too. Yeah, it's a 5-gallon. This is a 5-gallon bucket. This is a 2-gallon bucket, which I have nothing in it currently. I'm going to put some garlic in there eventually. And then this is another 5-gallon bucket. I have my tabletop hydroponics as well, which I just started these like 3 days ago. So I haven't had any sprouts just yet. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, guys. I have another grow. So basically on the top rack is my tabletop hydroponics, where I'm growing all of my herbs here. And here in this tower, tabletop hydroponics, I'm growing all of the vegetable plants that I usually struggle with. So a lot of these are the ones that I struggle with. So I'm hoping to have a more personal, take more time with these to really learn and figure out why I'm struggling growing these indoor. Why is it engineering disaster? Why would you say that? Do you not like my setup on how I have things? Go ahead and let me know how you feel. I love to hear your opinions. No judgment zone here. So like I said, this tower I'm placing, well, I keep calling it a tower. This is a tabletop hydroponic. This particular one, I place pretty much a lot of the vegetable plants that I struggle with growing here. I'm definitely going to take the time to give it the tender love and care that it needs to make sure it gets to full maturity. These are my herbs. I usually do very well with herbs. They usually grow to full maturity quite easily here. Down here is my nursery. So I have a nursery on the second row. So I have my garlic there. I have to pour out these waters. I had my sweet potato slips in it initially, but I'm done with that. So that just has to go in the trash. I have four pots that's germinating right now. Eventually, I will put more seeds in the other ones, but I haven't gotten the seeds just yet. So when I get the seeds in, I'll go ahead and start the process of growing for the rest here. I decided to keep my grow going since I'm getting close to harvest. Probably in a month and a half or so, I'll start harvesting. I decided to start my nursery again. And in the bottom row down there is storage. I just use that bottom row for storage, guys. So it's nothing like major. So I don't know how I'm having engineering disasters, but this is doing quite well so far. I do need to get a new pair of lights because I broke them by mistake. But it was my fault. I was doing too much, and I didn't realize I was that strong. Now over here, this one's doing quite well. Those are my collard greens. Look at my collards, guys. I have some, what is that? That was, I think that was arugula, if I'm not mistaken, that was down there. And then I have my cucumber plants over here. They're doing well. There's 4 cucumber plants here. And then I have carrots. I'm doing a little experiment with carrots this time around. Make sure you guys subscribe so you can keep up with the grow. So all of these are short carrots. They're not going to grow long. They're called shorties. So it goes all the way around. All of those are short carrots. So sometimes they thrive and they do really, really well. And sometimes they struggle. So I'm learning how to grow that. So I call it my little experiment as far as the cabbages. I mean, I'm sorry, not cabbages, carrots. Carrots, guys. What else? This here is romaine lettuce. I think this is romaine lettuce. I'm not sure. And I don't know what that is currently, but I will figure it out. I forgot what I picked there. I did not label that correctly over there. So, and I have my Swiss chard. So my Swiss chard is doing well as well. Guys, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Support your girl. Support your girl. So my next plan, while this is germinating, so while these 2 tabletop hydroponics are germinating, the plan is to start my nursery again, because it takes about a month and a half for my nursery to reach maturity for me to do a transplant. And I'll say about within the next month and a half, I'll start harvesting more over there. So I may have room to add extra plants over. So I will. I definitely will. And I don't want it to be a gap in the harvesting and planting process. So before these plants hit full harvest, I will start my nursery. So it can be simultaneously, that's how you say it. And it won't be any gaps in between anything. Now my other tower, I currently have space to add extra plants over there, but however, I haven't gotten those to germinate just yet. So these are technically going to go to the other tower within the next week or 2, and then eventually in the next month or 2 I'll do another grow here, and it'll refill this tower here as well. So I'm just going to keep everything going. And this time around, I'm going to grow peppers, and I'm going to do strawberries and perhaps blueberries. I'm going to try to do another watermelon again. So I have a lot of plans for my grow. Do I feel overwhelmed with the grow? Because right now, currently, between this tower, my buckets here, my my 2 tabletop hydroponics, and my other tower on this end, I have the potential to grow up to 150 plants. But currently I have 100 plants growing here. If I do this entire tower, because this entire tower does not have plants in it currently, the bottom is empty. But if I were to do this entire tower, and I do have this entire tower full except for 1 slot, if I do my whole situation at once, I can grow up to 100, 200 plants in my home from my dining room area. I am in my dining room area, and I have a 6-person table sitting right next to me. So I'm doing this in a very small space. That's what I'm trying to let you guys know. This space is so small. It's not like it's taking up a lot of room. If I place 200 plants outdoors, it probably would take up my whole yard. You see what I'm saying? The space that you're saving by doing indoor is great. Also, when you're growing indoor hydroponically, you're using 95% less water than what you'll use outdoors. Yes, I'm using 95% less water to garden indoors than what I would use outdoors. Not to mention, my light bill only has went up $5 a month. Who can beat that? So now I can, year round, I can have fresh produce. Dale, year round, I can have fresh vegetables and fruit in my home, and all for free, all for free, and it's 100% organic. When you go to the grocery store, do you know how much the organic foods cost? Pause your TV. If you're not in here and you're in the room, pause the TV because it's so loud. Okay. So anywho, it's 100% organic. So I'm cutting the cost of purchasing the super expensive organic plants and fruits at the grocery store. I enjoy it. It's a great hobby to have. Some people turn their hobbies into businesses, and they'll go to their local farmers markets and stuff and sell their grows and their yields that they get every year. By growing indoor hydroponically, I can harvest from my grow at least 4 to 5 times a year. That's unheard of growing outdoors, unless you're using, I guess, like some type of what is it called, greenhouse, and then your environment, the area where you live in, will take a factor to that as well. So growing indoor, you get bigger yields. It's less, it's cost efficient. Is as far as your water bill and using water, is cost efficient with that as well, and it's 100% healthy. This is the best eating that you can do. Not to mention, if I bought it because I do have a young son here, and kids get hungry while they're running around playing in the house and stuff, and then they want snacks. And what does most parents do? They go in their cupboards and they grab all the unhealthy stuff and they give it to their kids for snacks. When I decide which my next grow, when I grow strawberries, and when they bloom, if my son says, "Hey, I want a snack, Mom," I can say, "Hey, run over to the tower and get a few strawberries off of there." You know, if I do blueberries, I can tell him, "Get you a few blueberries, a few strawberries off of the tower." That's a nice, healthy snack, and he can eat it at his leisure. And I don't have to worry about the strawberries going bad in the refrigerator or anything like that, because they're still on the vine. The most healthiest eating that you can give your kids is 100% organic, and it's healthy as fruit. It's healthy, so it's a better option. Not to mention, you can take your yields and you can make grape jelly if you're growing grapes. You can make a homemade strawberry jelly. I'm growing my cucumbers over there, so I am gonna make pickles, and I'm gonna definitely can a lot of things as well. I'm doing black eyed peas, so I'm definitely gonna make sure I store that properly, so I don't have to grow that every single growing season. Once I get a big enough yield to last me in my home, I can move on to a different bean or a different fruit or vegetable that I'm looking to grow in that area. So don't forget, guys, let me go back into this, guys. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Keep up with my grow. I try to keep you guys updated as much as possible. I can't wait to get some sprouts here. Let's have a look. I'm just being nosy. It's only been 3 days, so let's see if I have anything happening in here as of yet. I'm kind of blinded. I don't see anything there. I don't see anything there. Let's try to peek in here. Do you guys see anything? I don't see anything yet. It's only been 3 days. Let me leave it alone. There's nothing come through just yet. So hopefully within the next few days, I'll have, it usually take about 7 days. I'll have enough of time for things to grow. So I have this here as well. This is a heating pad for the for your seedlings in your nursery, so this gets warm. It's a germination pad. And it also tells you, sorry about that. So it also tells you how long it takes. I'm trying to get a good angle. Let me zoom out. Okay, so it tells you how long certain vegetables take to germinate and you start seeing sprouts. So lettuce usually takes 3 days. I don't have any lettuce up there. That's why I don't have anything just yet. Cabbage, 4 cucumbers. I'm not doing none of that right now. I do have some basil, so that takes about 5 to 7 days. It's only been 3 days, so that's why I don't see anything there just yet. Tomatoes, 6. Eggplant, broccoli. Do I have broccoli? No, I don't have broccoli up there. I do have tomatoes, but it's only been 3 days. Peppers. I do have peppers. Peppers take a long time, so parsley 13 days. So yeah. So everything that I'm growing here is gonna take a long time for it to sprout. I do have parsley back there. I have basil all the way back there. I have mint, oregano. I try to make sure I label everything as much as possible, because if you don't, then you'll forget what you're growing and you wouldn't know how to properly care for it. I have the small tomatoes. Those are the small tomatoes growing here. I have some spinach. What is that? More tomatoes back here. I'm gonna do grapes. As you can tell, I have some grapes there. I have some sweet peppers. I have some jalapeno back there as well. A few peas, which I'm not expecting the peas to germinate. Because why I'm not expecting them to germinate? From doing my peas, I realized that you only can put one pea in each pod, and I forgot that rule, and I end up putting 2 in each pod. So I'm not expecting them to germinate. So eventually I'm gonna have to dig in there and take one out and start that project over again. So, but you know, once you learn certain things about growing, always keep it in mind so you won't make little mistakes like that. I think that's all I want to say for now. Just if you guys decide to do this, always keep in mind, keep yourself extra nutrients, lots and lots of nutrients. Overstock your nutrients for your plants. Overstock your pH up and downer for your plants. Because if you run out of that stuff, your plants can easily die before you're able to get your hands to more. Especially if it's not available in your area all willy-nilly and like, you know. If you get pests, there are healthy ways of getting rid of the pests. This is my first time incorporating dirt. Right here, I'm using rock wool and soil pods, and the soil pods are sponge. So I'm growing out of rock wool and sponge my plants. But this is my first time incorporating soil, and when I incorporated soil, guess what happened to me, guys? The soil had pests in it. The good thing wasn't the horrible pest that eats your plants. It was pests that eats the dead plant matter in the soil, so it wasn't attacking my plant itself. But who wants any type of pest in their home? So I got rid of it. And how did I get rid of it? If you look closely, you'll see that brown stuff in there. That's cinnamon. So cinnamon is an antifungal. So I just sprinkled some cinnamon that I had in my cabinet, in my cupboard in there, and I don't have that problem with the pest anymore like that. So little helpful tricks like that will help you. See, that cinnamon that's in there. So once you learn little helpful, healthy tricks to getting rid of pests, if your grow has that, because some people never have problem with pests. If you decide to do this tower and you purchase this tower, a lot of times they'll send you free sprouts to add into your grow. And if you want to use it, you can. If you don't, you can trash it or give it to someone else or put it out in your yard instead of your towers. And sometimes their sprouts come with aphids. Aphids is a type of pest that it's not going to eat your plants just like the ones that's in the soil. It does not eat your plants, but it does feed off the dead plant matter. And you don't want that in your grow either, and it's super hard to get rid of those things. So if I were you, I wouldn't take anybody else's sprouts and put it into my grow, because you never know what type of pest issue they're having on their end that you're inviting into your grow. So also always do it yourself. Always start from ground zero with the germination process yourself. Purchase yourself a germination tray. This is a light here. Hold on. As you can tell, that's a light. So purchase yourself one of these and the heating pad as well. It'll definitely help you along the way and make things a lot easier and more convenient for yourself. My tower, let me see if I can turn it around in circles for you guys. My tower, it goes all the way around, so I have plants all the way around. the entire thing. Let me zoom out. Alrighty, so this is the other side of my tower, and I was showing you guys the cabbages earlier. So here's my head of cabbage that's growing in, a little small, little baby head of cabbage. It still hasn't gotten to full maturity just yet. Let me zoom out. And these are my bell pepper plants, and they go all the way around. Bell pepper plants, and there's some all the way on the other side as well. I have like 3 cabbages here, and it looks like one big cluster, but there's 3 different cabbage plants in one slot there. So my grow is doing quite well. I'm quite happy with it. Down here to the bottom, we have broccoli growing in there. Broccoli, have more broccoli here growing in. And down here is cauliflower. Hold on, let me come around this way. That's cauliflower going in there. Here's another cauliflower plant. So I'm very happy with my growth so far. It's doing quite well. The collards are doing well back here as well. The key is to make sure your plant, your water source has the amount of nutrients that your plants needs to thrive. And also, the number one thing that you want to make sure you're doing is making sure your towers are pH balanced. If your towers are not pH balanced, your grow is going to die. It's not going to flourish, or it'll grow very, very slow. Whenever my pH was off for a few days, and that's why these are drooping. It affected my broccoli plants, so the leaves are drooping here. But I did balance it the correct way now. But the thing is about when you're growing any type of plant, sometimes when they're damaged slightly, they won't recover. You'll just have to look towards the future for the new sprouts and leaves to grow in, and hopefully those grow in super healthy, and the other ones won't even affect the plant at all. So make sure you keep your units pH balanced. Make sure you keep your units with good nutrients as far as nitrogen and whatever else food that you're feeding your plants. And keep you a lot on hand. Definitely keep lots and lots of that stuff at hand. So I think that's all I wanted to say on this video. Yeah, I think that's all I want to say. I'll come back in a few days and show you guys all my updates and when I start getting sprouts here in my tabletop hydroponics. I also think I'm going to buy one more tabletop hydroponic in place here in this area, so I'll have a full grow up there. One tower has 12 slots. So right now I can grow up to 24, well, from 24 to 48 plants here just with these 2. So if I get a third one, you know what I'm saying, I'll have a really good grow going on. But most likely that's what I'm gonna do. You guys have a blessed one. Blessings on blessings. God is so truly, truly good. Enjoy your New Year's, the top of the year. Leave all the negative, bad things or things that was keeping you down through the year. Leave that in the past and look towards your future. You can't change the past, but you can change your narrative moving forward, guys. So always make sure you keep a good relationship with God. Stay in touch with your Heavenly Father no matter what's going on. Even when you feel alone, just know you're not alone. God is with you. Blessings on blessings. Peace out. Peace.